For years, red carpet interviews followed one formula: traditional hosts, journalism backgrounds, carefully rehearsed questions. But now that world is changing fast. Influencers, podcasters, TikTok personalities. Suddenly, people who built audiences online are stepping into spaces once dominated by traditional entertainment reporters. And not everyone agrees on whether that shift is a good thing. That's why Giuliana Rancic's perspective matters so much. Because she's someone who spent decades on red carpets, interviewing some of the biggest celebrities in the world. She understands both the preparation behind the job and the unpredictability that makes great interviews actually memorable. And according to Giuliana, the answer isn't as simple as people think. She doesn't believe success comes down to journalism degrees versus social media fame. She believes it comes down to something much harder to teach: connection, the ability to make both the celebrity and the audience feel comfortable at the same time. And honestly, that changes the entire conversation. One of the most interesting things Giuliana Rancic admitted was this: sometimes her best interviews happened when she was less focused on preparation. Not unprepared, but flexible. Because while preparation matters, over-preparation can sometimes trap people inside a script instead of letting them react naturally to the moment unfolding in front of them. And that distinction is huge, especially on red carpets where everything moves fast. Unexpected moments happen constantly. Celebrities react emotionally. Random interactions suddenly become viral moments no one planned. That's why Giuliana emphasized balance. Knowing the person you're interviewing, understanding their projects, doing the homework, but still remaining present enough to notice what's happening around you instead of mechanically asking questions from a list. And honestly, that idea explains why so many influencers succeed in these spaces despite criticism. Because audiences today often prioritize authenticity over polish. They respond to energy, personality, spontaneity, the feeling that a conversation is genuinely happening instead of being performed mechanically. And whether someone learned that skill through journalism or social media, the audience ultimately feels the difference instantly. But underneath this entire debate is something much bigger. Entertainment audiences themselves have changed. People no longer only trust traditional media voices automatically. They connect with creators who feel relatable, conversational, and emotionally accessible. That's why podcasts exploded. Why TikTok interviews spread faster than polished television segments. Why audiences increasingly care about personality as much as professionalism. And Giuliana Rancic seems to understand that reality better than many people criticizing it. Because instead of dismissing influencers completely, she acknowledged something important. Talent can come from anywhere. A newsroom, podcast, a YouTube channel, a TikTok account. What matters most is whether someone can create genuine connection while still respecting the interview itself. And maybe that's the deeper truth changing entertainment media right now. The gatekeepers no longer fully control who audiences choose to watch. Audiences decide that themselves now. And in a world where attention is harder to hold than ever before, personality often becomes the thing people remember most.